Uvrits, how that you tell my fiancé? Continuing from the previous episode, Kwan Yajin saw the two of them return. Kwan Yajin couldn't suppress her anger. Swing, I didn't believe it at first, but now, seeing you and Xiejing together, I have no choice but to believe it. You two are actually hooking up. Comrade Kwan, please watch your words. You just wait. I'm going to the militia office to report you right now, Mom. Do you believe everything Su Qing says? What if I told you I caught her and Lu Guangting in bed together? Hearing Su Ying's words, Kwan Yajin's expression changed immediately. Let's talk about this at home. What did you do? You even changed the locks? Swing, are you guarding against your mother? I'm so heartbroken. Even though I've remarried, no matter what, you'll always be my child. It's not about guarding against you. I just don't want Sushin stepping foot in my house anymore. Last night. Alright, just open the door already. Kwan Yajin interrupted her. Once they were inside, Suing looked directly at Su Cheng. Su Sheng, last night, ikaw in Lu Guangqing's room. You were hiding in the wardrobe, and your clothes were disheveled. Were you two discussing ideals in life? Kwan Yajin trembled and looked at Su Cheng. No matter what, your sisters. The Su and Lu families have an engagement. Who marries him doesn't matter, Mom. Su Cheng doesn't bear the Su surname. The Su family has done more than enough for her all these years. For the sake of growing up together, I didn't report her to the neighborhood office. For immorality and stealing someone's fiancé. Mom, it was Suing who got together with Xiejing first. Suing didn't even bother responding to her. Does she have proof? If she dares mention the warehouse incident, she'll have to explain why she saw it and didn't stop it. Why was she at the warehouse for no reason? If we dig deeper, Su Cheng would be even more guilty than me. Kwan Yajin stood up, furious. She's your sister. I've always treated you both equally. This house belongs to her too, Mom. Not pursuing Lu Guangting and Su Cheng is the biggest concession I can make. From now on, Su Sheng, no, Zhang Jai, and I are strangers. You don't deserve the Su surname. Who cares about the Su surname? I'll go change my name tomorrow. Being a Su doesn't bring much benefit anymore anyway. Kwan Yajin wanted to stop her, but thinking about the Su family's current state, she figured it's fine not to be a Su. With Su Chongjing's support, the Lu family won't look down Jai. After Kwan Yajin and Su Cheng left, Xiejing wanted to comfort Suing, but seeing Suing, her mood didn't seem affected. In her past life, Suing already knew Kwan Yajin loved Su Cheng more. Now, she no longer cared. Kwan Yajin took Zhang Jai away from the Su residence and went to the guest house where Lu Guangting was staying. Deep down, she believed Lu Guangting Mahinzan Jai would make her happier than him marrying Suing. Though she thought this, Kwan Yajin still appeared very angry on the surface. Guangting, I've always treated you like my own child. How could you do something like this? How is Jai supposed to face people now? Lu Guangting paused when he heard the name. We just went to see Suing. She refused to forgive me, and even said I'm not allowed to use the Su surname. Suing is too domineering. When Grandpa Su and Uncle Su were around, they agreed to let you change your surname. What right does she have to stop you from being a Su? But in his heart, he was thinking about how he called Grandpa today, and tentatively mentioned breaking off the engagement, which nearly gave the old man a heart attack. If Zhang Jai was still called Su Cheng before, he could have said she was the Su family's adopted daughter, barely fulfilling the agreement, and repaying Grandpa Su's kindness. But now that Su Cheng wants to change her surname, how could he justify it? Guangting, now that you and Jai are together, your marriage must happen quickly. Guangting braced himself and agreed. From childhood to now, I've always seen Jai as fragile. Whatever you prepared for Suing before, you can to give Jai any less. Not only can it not be less, it has to be more. Our Jai has suffered so much for you. After all, Suing has a lot of money, while Zhang Jai has nothing. Mom, don't say that. Being with Guangting GE is enough for me. I don't need those things. Being with Guangting GE, I'd be happy even eating chaff and vegetables. With me here, you'll never have to eat chaff and vegetables. Hearing Zhang Jai's words, Lu Guangting's heart was deeply moved. Kwan Yajin laid out her conditions one by one. These were nothing to Lu Guangting. The key issue was how to get his grandfather to agree to the marriage. Who knows? Jai might already have your child in her belly. The marriage needs to happen fast. After Kwan Yajin brought Zhang Jai back home, she explained that the sisters had a fight. I'll take the child to stay at home for one night. Su Chongjing, newly married to Quan Yajin, was still in the honeymoon phase and had no objections. But old lady Su wasn't pleased, sarcastically remarking, "The Su family's huge house can't even accommodate you? I went to see Auntie Lu earlier, though it's your second marriage. The family's been having bad luck lately. We need to hold a wedding to ward it off. The date's already set. 3 days from now." Su Chongjing originally didn't want to hold a ceremony, but hearing his mother say, "The family's been plagued by bad luck lately," he thought of how he and Quan Yajin were caught in the act before. It suddenly made sense. Then let's follow mom's advice. But nowadays, we promote frugality and simplicity. No extravagância. TCH. A wishing like raro antes a big wedding? I'm not willing to spend that much. If it weren't for Auntie Lu's words, I wouldn't even want to hold a wedding. She's not so me pure young maiden. What's so special about her? That night, Suing felt a bit awkward. She and Xie Jing had already gotten their marriage certificate. Should they live together? While she was hesitating, Xie Jing came downstairs after his shower. Noticing Su Ying's evasive gaze, Xie Jing smiled. Seeing through her thoughts, he deliberately sat down next to her. "It's getting late. Shall we go upstairs to rest?" Overcomes her awkwardness. I'm not feeling well today. My period started this morning." He breathed a sigh of relief. After all, now wasn't the best time to have a child. "Ha ha. I meant we each go to our own rooms to rest." "Xie Jing, you." Suing was so annoyed she couldn't speak. Isn't this guy supposed to be cool and aloof? How is he playing such childish tricks? "Don't forget, we're going to Grandpa Chio's tomorrow." When Suing returned home that evening, Quan Yajin blocked her at the door again. "Why are you never home? And you didn't even leave me a key." "I forgot the past couple of days. I'll get a key made for you tomorrow." Only then did Quan Yajin's mood improve. "The day after tomorrow is my wedding with your Uncle Su. You'll have to come." Suing already knew Quan Yajin's intentions, but still pretended to be surprised. "Oh, didn't you say there wouldn't be a wedding? Why this sudden change?" Quan Yajin couldn't exactly say. It was because that old had consulted a fortune teller. Why else? "Of course, it's because your Uncle Su values me." "Humph, he can believe that if he wants. She's just gilding her own face." "That's great. Seeing how much Uncle Su values you puts my mind at ease. Mom, you just focus on being the most beautiful bride. I'll definitely prepare a big gift for you." Suing smiled, her eyes narrowing. "I hope this big gift doesn't scare you when the time comes." Hearing Su Ying's words, Quan Yajin felt much better. This girl still has her mother in her heart. After Quan Yajin left, Xie Jing stepped out from the darkness. The two walked home side by side.